Many thanks for joining us this afternoon. You're watching TV47 Newsfeed with me, Ruth Mulandi. And we begin our first story from Tanzania, where Tanzanian Vice President Samia Suluhu has been sworn in as president. Samia takes over the late President John Pombe Magufuli, who died on Wednesday following heart complications. President Samia now becomes the first sworn-in ruling woman president in East Africa. She has assured Tanzanians that she will continue with Magufuli's legacy as she serves the remainder of the 5-year term.
Kiapo nilichokula leo, tofauti na viapo vyote nilivyowahi kula katika maisha yangu, tofauti na viapo vya awali ambavyo nilivila kwa faraja, nderemo, vifijo na bashasha tele. Leo nimekula kiapo cha juu kabisa katika nchi yetu adhimu Tanzania, nikiwa na majonzi tele na nchi ikiwa imetandwa na wingu jeusi la simanzi kubwa. Nimekula kiapo katika siku ya maombolezo. Kwa ajili hiyo, mtaniwia radhi. Niwaombe wa Tanzania tuwe na moyo wa subira. Tujenge umoja na mshikamano katika kipindi hiki kigumu. Niwahakikishie kuwa tuko imara kama taifa na sisi viongozi wenu tumejipanga vizuri kuhakikisha kuwa tunaendelea pale mwenzetu alipoishia. Niwahakikishie kuwa hakuna jambo litakaloharibika.
Indeed, a very congratulations to her. Now moving back here in the country, with the national exams set to kick off next week, Education CS George Magoha has assured Kenyans that the ministry is ready and promised that all students will sit for the exams. Speaking in Kakamega Primary School in Kakamega County, Magoha condemned teachers who did not register some of the pupils in their schools. The CS also urged students to be prepared and to stay calm.
His Excellency the President, the exams are starting on Monday. The government is fully prepared. It is all systems go. We have a multi-agency system that is already on the ground. The exams are in the distribution centers as we move. Together with the Ministry of Interior and all the other agencies, we are ready to go. You can see the county commissioners on my side here. There is absolutely nothing to worry about. Just to re-emphasize one thing again, that every child that deserves to do examination must do the examination. There are few unscrupulous teachers in the private schools who I understand did not register children for examinations. We are not going to allow our children to suffer because of a few crooks. So our very firm instructions are that as the multi-agencies investigate those teachers and proprietors, the children must take examinations under protest. They must be allowed to take examinations, and we shall deal with the results afterwards. We cannot punish our children. In any case, it is very strange because the government pays examination fees for all the children, both in private and public schools. So for those private schools who still charge children examination fees and they even fail to register them for exams, I think that is criminal and they should be punished without any mercy.
Now, Agriculture Cabinet Secretary Peter Munya is currently addressing the media on the status of the tea reforms following the executive order issued by the President on Friday last week. Let's cross over and listen in to that.
And the government to facilitate their extraordinary general meetings by providing the necessary security. Towards preparations for the scheduled elections, tea farmers should ensure that they issue the requisite notices and conduct their extraordinary general meetings in line with their respective memorandum and articles of association. In order to facilitate the tea farmers' meetings and in line with the executive order issued by the President on Friday, 12 March 2021, I hereby issue the attached timetable to enable tea farmers plan and hold their meetings. tea farmers should ensure that they issue the requisite notices and conduct their extraordinary general meetings in line with their respective memorandum and articles of association. Tea farmers should notify the Ministry of Agriculture, Livestock, Fisheries and Cooperatives, Ministry of Interior and the Coordination of National Government, the Attorney General, the Team Board, Kenya, and the local security agencies of the time and the venues of the extraordinary general meetings to enable the government to provide the necessary support for the meetings. I thank you. So we are basically communicating that the government is ready and willing to support the tea factory companies to convene their annual general meetings, and in this case, in some of the cases, extraordinary meetings, to carry out their elections to pick new members of board to run those factories. Our role in this exercise is simply to support the farmers, the shareholders of those factories, to carry out successful meetings. And
Now elsewhere, the Ministry of Health has opened up a 24-hour operation hospital at the Lang'ata Health Center in a move to decongest the Kenyatta National Hospital. Speaking during the launch, Health CS Mutahi Kagwe emphasized on the importance of revamping the Nairobi County healthcare system at a time when the country is facing the third wave of the COVID-19 infections.
Wale wadaktari wako hapa, they are very skilled. Munaona what? They know their job. Yes. They can do a fantastic job. But we close the hospital, we tell them to go home, and then we take the patients to Kenyatta where everybody is stressed the whole day. So that has to change from today. So what we want to do is to make available those 56 hospitals for 24 hours a day. Of that, we are going to need even more than, we are going to employ more nurses, we are going to employ more doctors to cater for the other 24, for that extra time that the hospitals are going to be opened. But what that also means, and that exercise is supposed to be completed in the next 3 months, so that in 90 days, 56 hospitals are supposed to be fully operational as far as night service is concerned.
And now we head over to Machakos, where vote counting is currently underway within the county following the senatorial by-elections yesterday. Wiper's Agnes Kavindu is taking an early lead in the ongoing counting. Joash Onsare has been in Machakos and now joins us live. Onsare, how far is the counting exercise?
Thank you very much. We are coming to you live from Machakos Academy, which is the county tallying center. And here we are following up on the election of the senatorial position of this particular county after the demise of Boniface Mutinda Kabaka last year. And here we have the aspirants, the candidates who vied for this position. And now we will be able to speak to one of them so that we can be able to get their views concerning this particular election. And with me, I have one of the aspirants who is, excuse me, sir, I would like to, you have a voice on this. You can put your voice on TV 47. Speak to us. How was the election?
Yes, the election was free and fair. I want to take this opportunity to concede defeat. So I congratulate the winner, Agnes Kavindu Modama, and that it's a learning process. It was a step in the correct direction. 2022 is coming, and we will be there. This at least we'll have another fighting chance, because asiyekubali kushindwa si mshindani, nimekubali.
Thank you so much for speaking to TV47. That is Abanas Ngingele of UDA, who has conceded defeat of this particular election. Just to give you the numbers of the provisional results that have been projected here at the Machakos Academy. Here we've got, we have the provisional results from the 7 constituencies out of 8 constituencies, and Agnes Kavindu of Waipa is leading with 85,717 votes, which is 80% of all the votes which have been cast. And we have second one, who is the aspirant, who is Abanas Ngingele, who we've spoke to, was considered defeat, is second with 16,072 votes, which is 15% of the votes cast from the 7 constituencies. And the third one is Munyambu Francis Musembi, who has 1,403 votes, and the results are still being verified. That is from Machakos Town constituency. We are keeping a close eye so that we can be able to update our view on what is happening here. We had leaders from various parties who are here. We had the senator-elect who is now leading, that is Agnes Kavindu. They had earlier on some celebrations, which we'll be able to update our viewer going forward as we wait for the final announcement of the winner of the Machakos senatorial position after a by-election that was held yesterday with a low turnout of voters confirmed by IEBC yesterday. So we'll be keeping a close eye on this by-election, and we'll be able to update our viewer. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you so much, Joash Onsari, for that update from Machakos County. Indeed, a lot will be expected with Waipa now taking an early lead and waiting for IEBC to finally declare her the winner of the Machakos senatorial seat. We take now a short break, but we'll be right back with more news. Stay tuned.
They say the way to the heart is through the stomach. This month of love, Throwdown shares with you those amazing food ideas for that candlelit dinner and picnic date. Learn those dining etiquette and avoid those embarrassing moments every Sunday at 6:30 p.m. What's the perfect way to kickstart your day in the morning? Well, apart from having a healthy breakfast, the Morning Cafe is all you need. We will inform you on what's happening on the roads, dive deeper into the newspapers, alongside heated political debates.
What you have to fight the order. Yes. Order.
Did you know that your greatest wealth is health?
Then we start eating right, and that's what I do in my clinic.
With some good Friday vibes. The Morning Cafe with Linda Alela, Monday to Friday, from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Only on TV47. On the Grind, we bring you different entrepreneurs who give the story of their businesses with love and passion. The Home of Untold Stories.
Welcome back, and in case you're just joining us, this is indeed TV47 Newsfeed, and I am Ruth Mulandi. Remember, you can also watch us live across all our social media platforms, that is on TV47 Kenya, and do leave us a comment and interact with us on our news and other stories. Now we move on, where Kikuyu elders from Kiama have urged parents to prepare their boys for the April circumcision period, saying it is an important cultural rite of passage. Speaking at Roysambu, the elders said that health protocols in relation to the COVID-19 pandemic have been prioritized. The elders say their role will be teaching the boys on their culture as the government doctor performs the cut.
Wazee wa Kikuyu wamepanga hiyo mambo na madaktari wao wote wamepangwa. Nyinyi mtaenda raundi ya mbele, ya pili na ya tatu, mpaka hawa watu wote wakwisha. Hiyo vijana ambayo wanaenda kutahiri kwa mwezi wa 4. Kwa hivyo nikitoa amri hii, barakoa, kuoga mkono, sanitizing, keep the distance. Kama unakataa, unagairi, hiyo yote ujue ni shauri yako.
Na mimi ni mmoja wale, niko na kijana ambaye ataenda kutahiriwa. Watoto wetu tunawapeleka sehemu ambao imekubalika na wazee na wazazi wote, watangamane pamoja. Ikiwa ni mahali ambapo watakuwa secluded, ni kanisa ama ni waketi na wazee na watu ambao watawapea mawaidha yaliyo bora.
Now, West Pokot County government has begun the construction of a multi-million milk processing plant at Kabichi Beach in Pokot South that is going to enable farmers sell their produce to the plant at a fair competitive price. Governor Professor John Lonyangapuo, who laid the foundation stone, said that for a long time they have invested heavily in dairy farming and improvement of breeds like pedigree bulls for higher yields. The county boss confirmed that the West Pokot has partnered with an Israel firm that will deliver the machinery to process the milk.
Maziwa ambayo inatolewa hapa Lelen peke yake, ward moja Lelen, ni lita 12,000 liters per day.
Hii inauzwa rejareja hapa, lakini sisi tunaweka standard price, tunaweka because tuko na sababu ya kuweka kama serikali hii kiwanda. Tunataka kununua kwa bei ya heshima ambayo raia watapata faida na waplau back to the animals. I mean, government don't need a lot of profit normally, any government in place. So we are not like the private ones. So I am very sure hii italete kazi kubwa sana. Kila mtu analeta maziwa hapa yake. There will be cooperatives mingi sana ambayo itakuwa formed associated with this factory. And you can imagine there's enough manpower. Youths, we are also going to have a training institute around, not very far from here, bio quality of milk, and then even what we are talking about, having producing cheese, producing yogurt, producing what, people will have to be trained here. The machinery is not less than 250 million, the machinery itself. We have just told you we are working with some farm, a mega farm in Israel that will be making the machines. We are already in engagement with it. They have even come around.
And now, a group of youth from Bonchari constituency in Kisii County are urging local residents to preach and exercise peace ahead of the coming by-election scheduled for the 18th of May. The youth affiliated to the Orange Democratic Movement, ODM, also expressed their disappointment in the party's selection for the party ticket, citing that the party was not rewarding its loyal members. This was after ODM picked former Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Authority Director General Pavel Oimeke to fly its flag. But despite their disappointment, the youth emphasized on the need for peaceful elections, urging the youth not to be bought by politicians and further cause chaos.
We ask the constituents to be peaceful during the campaign period, and that we should avoid any form of violence or disrespect towards each other, and we should act in love. We ask all the aspirants to afford us an opportunity to listen to what they have to ask as constituents on a shared platform, town halls and other places of their convenience.
Ni vizuri pia tuzungumzie swala la ODM na party tickets. We want to express also a disappointment to a party that we love so much, that it has failed continuously to recognize its true loyalists. People who have invested so much, people who have supported the party and served it diligently. And the best time to award these loyalists is during elections when they're looking for party tickets.
I want to encourage my fellow youths, let's not be used by politicians to cause unnecessary violence, hatred among us. Let us support the candidates who are planning to vie for the seat. Let us be peaceful. Let us not have a repeat of what happened in Kiamukama. This is Kenya, and Kenya is a democratic state. Let everyone practice their democratic rights accordingly, and above all, let peace prevail.
And to an exciting story now, where viewers and fans of TV47 in the Western Nyanza region continue to experience a one-on-one interaction with some of their favorite presenters as the fastest growing TV station's roadshow enters day 3. The caravan is currently at Maseno town in Kisumu County. Let's cross over to our reporter Andrine Kilemi with the latest. Andrine, how is the experience down there?
A very good afternoon to you back in studio. We are currently at Maseno town. This is Kisumu County. Remember, it is just day 3 of a 5-day tour in the Western Nyanza region, where the TV47 caravan is out and about for a one-on-one interaction with its viewers, with its fans. We started our journey in Uasin Gishu County in Eldoret town, where we visited various towns within that particular county. We were at Tarbo, Juakali, we went to Burnt Forest, and later at Ngeria Junction. Day 2, we went to Bungoma County, where we were able to interact with some of our viewers. They were able to speak to some of their favorite presenters, as well as interact with some of their best DJs at TV47. Bungoma County, we were able to visit some of the areas, including Webuye Market. We were also able to visit areas of Kiminini and Kimilili. Yesterday, we toured Kakamega County, where we were also able to interact with our viewers and our fans. They were able to get some of the goodies that we carried along with us, including t-shirts, capes, masks, pens, pencils, all those things. Merchandise. And now, as you can see, and as my camera person Kevin Fraji is able to show you, we are at Maseno town. Viewers and fans of this particular station are here. We are just telling them about TV47 and where we can be found. Remember, on DStv we are on channel 268, on Gotv, BAMBA and STARTIMES we are on channel 183, and that is why we are out here. Now, I think I'll just be speaking to one of the residents here, who is going to tell us how they feel about us being in this particular area, and I think I'll just be speaking to this particular guy. Habari ya leo?
Poa.
Mnahisi vipi sisi kama wanahabari wa TV47 tumekuja kuwatembelea hapa hivi Maseno?
Poa tu. Poa sana.
Poa sana. Kwa hivyo TV47 runinga ambayo inaangazia maslahi ya mwananchi wa kawaida. Sijui wapo umepata fursa ya kuitazama, na ni kipi ambacho unapenda, vipindi, habari au vyote?
Kipindi. Habari bado. Na habari bado.
Asante sana. That is one of the residents right from here. I will also be speaking to one more. If maybe this lady from Solar Rays Sacco Energy, who is one of our partners, could kindly excuse me. Allow me to speak to her. Habari ya leo, ma'am?
Mzuri.
Sisi ni wanahabari wa runinga ya TV47. Tumekuja maeneo ya Maseno kusema na nyinyi. Mnajihisi vipi?
Tunasikia vizuri, tunaona wageni. Sasa tunapata mnatueleza venye jinsi vitu tunatumia delight.
Asante sana. Labda umewahi tazama runinga ya TV47, unapenda habari zetu, unapenda vipindi vyetu?
Sijawahi. Sijawahi.
Lakini kwa sasa kwa sababu umejua kuna TV47 na tunapatikana kwenye Gotv, kwenye DStv, je, utatuambia?
Ndajaribu.
Asante sana. That is the situation right here at Maseno town in Kisumu County. Remember, from here we will be heading to Kisumu town, where now we're going to have a big show. Remember, we are doing this just to create further awareness on the fastest growing TV station in the country. I think I leave it at that. Right behind me is a truck, our truck, where the MCs, the dancers, and everyone that is involved is doing all the activities, and we will proceed to the county of Kisumu today. We are in Kisumu, sorry, but we are currently at Maseno town, so we'll proceed to Kisumu town. And later tomorrow, we shall be finishing at Kisii County. Back to you in studio.
Thank you so much, Andreen, for that update. Indeed, you're having a good time. Continue doing the good job that you're doing out there, and let the people know that this indeed is the TV to watch out for. Now we move on, where human resource officers in Turkana County have been urged to embrace technology in the dispensation of services to locals. Speaking during a training exercise for the human resource officers in the county, Margaret Kinyanjui, the Principal College of Human Resource Management, has outlined how crucial it is for such services to be issued digitally.
There are quite a number of HR practitioners in this region, and we'll go back to Nairobi and discuss internally. And as we do that, we'll also encourage that all the HR practitioners in this region enroll for the e-campus for the online classes in CHRP. You find that they are going all the way to Eldoret. So if we do start a center here, then it will be easier for them, and like Priscilla says, even cost effective for them.
Which came out clearly during the interaction was the request for the practitioners for the institute to